Mullet and his 15 followers were sentenced today in an unprecedented Amish beard-cutting case.
Melissa Reed reporting the ringleader, Sam Mullet, will spend 15 years behind bars. Mel is joining us right here with more on what happened.
Well, Bill, the judge in this case, Judge Polster, said that Amish leader Sam Mullet trampled the Constitution and violated his victims' constitutional right to freedom of religion. However, Judge Polster says he recognizes that life sentences are handed to murderers, to drug kingpins, and that's why he sentenced Mullet to 15 years instead of life in prison.
Gentlemen, what are your thoughts as Sam Mullet goes for sentencing? What are your thoughts as Sam Mullet goes for sentencing?
The controversial Amish beard-cutting trial came to a close as Amish leader Sam Mullet Sr. and his 15 followers were sentenced to prison Friday.
Religious freedom is one of the most important freedoms we possess in this nation, and that those who trample on others' religious freedom trample on our Constitution.
Mullet faced life in prison for orchestrating the beard-cutting attacks against 9 of his religious enemies. Friday afternoon, Judge Dan Polster sentenced Mullet to 15 years in prison. His followers received sentences of 1 year to 7 years.
What was the mood of your client going into this and then afterwards as well?
I dealt with the families more. I did not talk with the gentlemen today that were sentenced, but I talked with their family. They came in expecting life. So they're actually fairly happy today.
Back in September, a jury convicted Mullet and his followers of hate crimes, kidnapping, and conspiracy. Prosecutors say Mullet ordered his followers to invade the homes of his enemies and cut their hair and beards.
We've been waiting in anticipation. We want justice. What Sam Mullet did is not right. It makes the Amish people look bad.
Judge Polster said Friday that Mullet showed no remorse for his actions and took no responsibility for controlling the minds of his followers.
Your thoughts on Mullet's sentencing?
My thoughts on your head.
However, the defense maintains this case was a clash of civilizations and a misunderstanding of culture.
There's still Amish accept the fact they're all part of a community, and there was genuine remorse and sadness from the victims' families for what these defendants are facing as well.
Now, all of the defendants, except for several that were out on bond, were taken to prison immediately. Their defense attorneys say there are immediate plans for appeal. Bill and Tracy, the interesting thing to point out is that these guys, all of them got a chance to speak, and they said that they were all willing to take time for Mullet.
And did Sam Mullet have anything to say?
He did address them. He said he was an old man, and he was willing not to take responsibility, but to serve the time for all of his followers.
Melissa, thank you.